Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Royal Sussex Live. Welcome, one and all. Thank you so much for being here. You could have been just about any place else in the world, and yet you were brave enough to stick around here with me, and I really do appreciate it. Okay. Huh. That's interesting. All right. Um, Let me take this away so I can just make sure that you can hear me. Because when this is up, I can't see what's on the screen. Now I can. Okay. Oh, all right. Don't need that. Wow. Sonia Johnson, what a way to say hello. I like it. Oh, thank you very much, Sonia Johnson. From the rest of the world to Nigeria with love. Amen to that. Oh, you guys, I am in just the best mood. Oh, wow. We are going to eat, as they say, because there's going to be plenty for us to talk about, plenty things for us to look at. All of that is going to be coming your way very, very soon. So, let me grab my slides. You know what? I was doing one last sweep through the Twitter just to be sure. You know what I mean? Just to be sure, because you know, I may be live when they land, so we'll see how it goes. Um, I'm not doing a marathon or anything. I say that now, but let's see how it goes. Let me see who was first, by the way, if you don't mind. Raffaella Bertoni, grazie. Thank you so much for being first. Attentiones, Raffaella Bertoni. Attentiones, Raffaella Bertoni. uh, okay. All of that, I should have been grabbing my slides, right? Let me do that now. Okay. And slides are coming up. Wow, today is already the 9th. Attentiones, Raffaella Bertoni. uh, okay, you know how I am. Now I won't be able to stop doing that, but I have to because I got plenty stuff to cover. So that was the last of that one. Hey, Big Mama is in the house. Vinny Blair. There we go. There we go. Okay, Prince Harry met Scotty's little soldiers. Unseen pics. I got just a few pictures you may not have seen from yesterday. Also, Charles and William tried to compete. That's going to get messy. You guys, I'm telling you, William took his big giant, what do you call it, egg head out there, getting all up in other people's faces, trying to seem lovable. And Charles, with those big, gigantic hands and childbearing hips, wiggling all up in places, trying to show people how relevant he is. You guys, the best thing that could ever happen for the United Kingdom is for Harry to just leave the house, because if he's working, then that means the 354 million pound a year royal family is working. You do know that, don't you? So if you are a monarchist, a royalist, or however you uh you know qualify yourself as part of that fan club, you should be glad, because otherwise Harry is the only reason why the rest of them ever show their faces. Let's see, Elaine Parker, Thank you so much for being here tonight and this morning for you. And thank you for watching Royal Sussex. And thank you, old faithful. Okay. All right. So the nation, which I believe, I guess is from Nigeria, Prince Harry, Meghan arrived Nigeria Friday. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex, Prince Harry, and Meghan will arrive in Nigeria on Friday night, May the 10th, for a 3-day private visit. They stress the fact that this is a private visit. And you know what that means, don't you? That means that somebody from the palace keeps calling, trying to get up in their business. And so, just to hush them up, they decided, well, why don't we just tell them it's private? Okay? Just tell them it's private. Which reminds me of one of my funniest stories from, you know, one of my many jobs that I've had. But I don't feel like doing it right now. But yeah, so let's move on with it because I got quite a bit to cover. And so, of course, they are going to Nigeria, and the world is waiting. Um, this is going to be a private visit. They were invited by the defense minister, and this is really to bolster the participation of Nigeria in the Invictus Games and quite possibly in the future hosting one of the Invictus Games. You guys, Harry was busy, busy, busy yesterday. Do you hear me? He had a very busy day. Um, when I say I've seen some pics that I didn't even know existed, when they went away, what should I say? When he disappeared for a little while after the service was over, he was still working. As a matter of fact, you'll see what I mean coming up soon. So, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's Nigeria trip details revealed. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex are embarking on the first international tour since relocating to the US. Is that accurate? Plus, I'm not sure that we can call it a tour. They're not, as they say, working royals, which is kind of redundant because they are royals and they do work. And dare I say, they work more than the rest of that clan. Oops. Now, see, I promised myself I'd stop calling them the clan, a clan, that clan. Yeah, I promised myself. I promised myself I would stop saying that, even though I don't mean anything by it. It just sounds awkward, right? So you know what I mean. Yeah, Amber. UK media, they big mad, big mad, complaining that they weren't given early notice to visit, to get visas. That is, so they could come to Nigeria and be nosy. Oh, you mean to tell me that they're obstructed by visas? Wow. Well, surely the Home Office can do something for them. I'm sure they will. They'll make some kind of exception. Oh my goodness. Well played, Duke and Duchess of Sussex. Well played. Oh, you know what? Let me see. Where is that? Well, anyway, I don't need to refer to the article. I have it already. Okay. So, oh boy, now that's kind of small for my taste. Hold on, let me make this bigger so I can possibly see it. There we go. Day one, Friday, 10 May. It says arrival in Nigeria, a quiet reception, very quiet. And then it says visit to Chief of Defense Staff, visit to, is it Wu's Light Academy, an institution supported by the Archwell Foundation. Okay. Oh, I think I know about that one. And then day two is exhibition of novelty match, including a sitting volleyball match. between the CDS team and the Dukes team. Reception for wounded and injured soldiers and families of the fallen soldiers. And then day three is says courtesy visit to Governor Babajid Sanwo Olu of Lagos State. Okay, so they're going to go there, visit to school in Lagos rather, supported by the Archwell Foundation, including a basketball exhibition match, reception before heading back to Abuja. Am I saying it right? Abuja. And then on the fourth day, departure from Nigeria. So they're going to be there for 4 days and three fun-filled nights. That's right. Um, and they are going to take care of their business. Katie V says, Baron, we the Africans are going to show those in that other place, how to welcome and treat those that are royalties. We don't play with. I'm sorry, we don't play. We celebrate big time. Well, thank you, Katie V. And thank you so much for the very thoughtful super chat and for being a member of Royal Sussex. All right. Let me see here. Okay. And all right. Thank you very much. Now, there was a press conference today where they laid out the itinerary. So I'm going to assume that because you know what? I could not hear it so well. Um, Maybe I don't know. I could have done something with the sound, but I couldn't hear it so well. But then I found that someone had made out the itinerary. So I did not bother, but this is how we found out what the itinerary consists of. And then next thing you know, it was in People magazine. And if I'm correct, I believe, well, anyway, there's going to be some magazines that I'm not going to say that they have been so favored by the Sussexes, but they have been a little more fair than others. So I think that they have selected some people that will come with, and you know, it's going to be okay. So you guys make sure you keep praying because we do need to, you know, make sure that we are in our prayers for the Sussexes because even though they have probably given most of the tabloid media the slip, um, you know that there's always those people that like to try to play their little dirty tricks and stuff like that. So, but the good news is that there are quite a few squatties that are on the case. Not to mention, I hear that there's a few people who have actually gone down to Nigeria. Some of them are actually from Nigeria. So when it comes to the social media, because that's what they're going to probably do is try to wreak havoc on social media. But I think we got them covered. I think we got them covered. I mean, even today, I went to clean out the comment section and to permanently block some people. And well, like you say, big mad, big mad. They are big mad. He's not a HRH. Now, you know, I put HRH on purpose because I know it's going to trigger someone. So I put HRH. It works every time, among other things. But yeah, they're a little bit upset. And don't get me started because you know I throw old Princess Megan in there, and oh boy, that has them frothing at the mouth and spinning around and chasing their tails and everything. I mean, they just get hot. Woo, they get hot. Um, I don't know what's so triggering about that, but they just get so upset. Um, I'm just pointing out. Listen, they are royals. Meghan is a princess of the realm. And even though they don't use their HRH, they still have the title HRH. Harry is the son of the sovereign. So, not that that seems to concern Charles that much, but you know what I mean. So just have faith, think positive, and don't let the derangers get under your skin because I have seen the derangers. And also, please, please, please don't click on those hateful tabloid articles. Don't try to figure out what they're talking about. Don't dig in there and hoping they're going to say something that you approve of because they're not. That albino assassin for the Daily Mail, listen, she had an article that was worded so bad, but I'm so proud of myself. I did not click on it. But they're doing that because they want you to be upset. And we have no reason to be upset. Practically everything is going our way. So, what is there to be upset about? Let them have their hostility. The only way that it pays off is if they can get your attention and get you to click on those articles. That's what they really want. So just ignore and move on. Stay in the Sussex friendly spaces. There's a whole bunch of them right now. And, so you almost have no excuse. Okay, let's promise each other we'll do that. We will avoid we will avoid all of that nasty, hateful commentary from the tabloid media because they don't mean us any good. Okay. Hello, Jackie. Thank you so much for being here. Okay. HRH, His and Her Royal Highness. Oh, you know who I'm talking about, right? Um, yeah. It was really awful. I was just like, I'm not even gonna look. Let's see. Lydia says, Baron, we're educated that the title Duchess is a higher rank than Princess, so not sure why get triggered. Well, I mean, because they don't know that. They don't know better. And they think that by calling Meghan a princess, that we're trying to make her equal to Kate. The truth is, Meghan is light years ahead of Kate, leaps and bounds ahead of Kate and everybody else in that family. When it comes to the royal family, Meghan is the smart one. Meghan is the most accomplished one. She didn't have things just handed to her. She worked for the things that she has. So um, they're just jealous. They're just jealous. Okay. All right. So I believe that Meghan is going to have a sit down. I didn't realize this, but I guess I may have heard it before and I just plumb forgot about it. But I believe the Sussexes wrote the, do you call it the forward for the article for one of Time 100's most influential people. Well, as you know, the Sussexes were in that issue. And anyway, it says right here Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, are not only humbled to be a part of this year's Time magazine, but to also write in praise of Dr. Nagazi Akanjo Iwala for the publication's annual list of most influential people. Since becoming the Director General of the World Trade Organization in March, Kanjo Awala has astutely been hailed for the groundbreaking nature of her appointment to the role, the first woman and the first African to assume the position. What further set her apart and makes her leadership all the more trailblazing is her ability to see the pandemic as a crisis with significant implications for both health and economic security. To tackle it, she has encouraged governments, trade organizations, and individuals to think of a vaccine distribution and equity as inextricably from economic recovery. Yeah, inextricably. I had faked that one pretty good, didn't I? Anyway, they wrote that. So, oh, let me see here. Well, anyway, I do believe that they're supposed to have a sit down with her. I think, or Megan is going to have a sit down. But anyway, we'll see. Hmm. Okay. Sorry, you guys. I'm trying to do something with my microphone here. Oh, oh okay. Never mind. I think that's good enough. So let's see. Oh yeah, so vaccine equity. We all know that that was something that the Sussexes was fighting for during the global pandemic. So it's no wonder that they thought so highly of her or think so highly of her. Now, Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, brings smiles and support to bereaved military children, supported by Scotty's little soldiers. Um, well, didn't see this one coming. And listen, you guys, I only saw the headline. I promise you, I didn't look at the article. I saw the headline on somebody's Twitter, and that was good enough for me. But can you believe that they accused Harry of trying to upstage Willie Leaks and Charles today by going to visit with those children? This is a patronage that Harry has maintained, even though he's considered no longer a essential part of the core group of royals. In other words, as they like to say, the working royals. But the well child and the Scotty's little soldiers, they have been an ocean apart from Harry, but they strongly desired to keep Prince Harry as their patron. Period. To keep Prince Harry as their patron. Period. Okay? I mean, I am spitting mad when I say that. They are determined to keep Prince Harry as their patron. Period. Ouch, that hurt my ear. Um, so, um, if Harry goes to see those kids, he goes to see the kids because he is the what did they make him? The global chairman, something or the other. But they gave him an honorary role in Scotty's Little Soldiers, a role that did not exist before Harry got the title. Okay. And so it's no wonder that he would go, not even because of the title, but just because of his love for humanity, including children through no fault of their own, of course, find themselves in a deep state of bereavement over the loss of a parent. So that is what Scotty's Little Soldiers is all about. Scotty's Little Soldiers hosted a heartwarming event in London, bringing together 50 children and young people who have experienced the death of a military parent for a fun filled afternoon with the charity Global Ambassador Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex. He is their global ambassador. Okay, I couldn't think of that title, but that's the title that he has, the Global Ambassador. Meaning, of course, that they wanted to make sure, this is my opinion, nobody else's, but I believe they wanted to make sure that even though they're oceans apart from Prince Harry, that they would not ever lose him as one of their patrons. Okay? So That just goes to show that no matter what that institution has in mind for Harry, there are still some organizations there that are incredibly loyal to him. So, right there, the office of Prince Harry and Meghan, you may recognize that. This is from their website, which I often tell you, please make sure you go and visit. So, if you haven't seen the images by now, this is Nikki Scott, um, or is it Nikki Scotty? Anyway, she is the founder of Scotty's Little Soldiers. And anyway, I don't know if Harry has seen these people or this, well, if he's been in touch with the organization in person since the start of the pandemic. I think it may have been 4 years, maybe 4 years since he's actually been physically there. Maybe, but either way, they're still glad to have him as a global ambassador. Now, okay. Oh wait. Oh, you guys. One of the squatties actually posted that and was like, "Ooh, Harry's looking good." Okay, today Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, shared his continued commitment to supporting the military families by joining the 50 bereaved military children and young people at a special gathering organized by Scotty's Little Soldiers held in Park Lane, London. This event was not just a meeting, but a celebration of courage, resilience, and the lasting impact of community. Today marks the first in person convening since the Duke. Oh, see, I was right. The Duke was named global ambassador of Scotty's Little Soldiers last year. This presence brought an aura of joy and excitement, engaging with the young attendees through a series of fun filled activities from tug of war to rocket balloons. These activities served as a greater purpose, allowing the young people to connect with peers who understand the profound impact of their loss, foster new friendships, and create a supportive network. The day also included a more intimate gathering where the Duke spent time with members of these of Scotty's council. This session offered a platform for these young individuals to share their personal stories of loss, resilience, and the critical support Scotty's has provided them through their journey. This meaningful dialogue underscores the importance of the organization's work and the difference it makes in the lives of bereaved military families. So that's what they were doing today. I kind of thought that. So you could tell I'm in a good mood, right? Yeah, I kind of thought that. But yeah, somebody has been hitting the weights. Well, we've seen images of Harry um you know, at the gym and all. Well, not at the gym, but like running or whatever. So, hey, TMCD, hearing room. I was in the clouds, barren sea. uh, Arresta Myers with the one ear that only shows. Tell me, Russell Myers, whatever happened to your other ear? Oh my God. I'm sure Lorraine probably looks at it all the time and just like, I wonder whatever happened to his other ear. I mean, because you never see the both of them at the same time, do you? Okay, so they posted this today. It was an honor to meet so many of the wonderful families Scotty Little Soldier supports. I am a huge supporter of their work and very proud to be their global ambassador. So, that, of course, is from the Duke of Sussex. And those are the photos. Now, remember, these are also available on the Sussex's website, and I encourage you to go there and see it for yourself. I don't want to be an excuse for you all not bringing traffic to the Sussex's website. So there's Harry sitting at the table. Looks like they're throwing M&Ms up and catching them with their mouths. That's a fun game. And then this, I don't know what the heck that is, but the big redhead kid seems to be having as much fun as anybody. And this girl right here with this chocolate covered graham cracker laying on her eye. I'm not. Look at the way Harry's looking. Look at the way Harry's looking at himself. I mean, looking at her. Harry's like, uh, what the? This girl is so carried away that she literally has something that looks like a chocolate covered cookie or graham cracker laying on top of her eyelid. I mean, I'm the life of the party myself, but I kind of think I would just eat it rather than lay it on my eye. Even the girl next to her is just like, huh? They do taste better if you actually bite into them, not examine them through your eyelid. But anyway, long as she's having fun, long as she's having fun, that's the whole thing. Oh, well, you know what? You're right about that because I don't know if you guys can see it, but her tongue is just touching the tip of it. Her tongue is just touching the tip of the graham cracker or chocolate covered cookie. Um, well, listen, I'm not the only one this game is new to because Harry is looking like I've done some crazy stuff in my life, but I've never balanced a graham cracker on my eyelid and then tried to eat it. So, wait, how many people know about this game? The girl was trying to get it without touching it. Huh. So this is a thing, huh? Okay. Okay, it's new to me, but okay. All right. I'm moving on. And so, yeah, it just seems like they had a blast. And oh God, don't let Angela Levin see this. It looks like Harry, he can't do anything without bringing his Netflix camera crew. He probably had that in his back pocket. Megan made him do it. Megan bullies him. Ah, yeah, I hope Angela doesn't see this because she's going to have a whole plot made up in her head. In that twisted little mind of hers, she'll have some whole plot and conspiracy all laid out. Those kids are actors and all of that stuff. And this one here, I don't know what that is they're doing with the cups, but it must be fun. It looks like they're having a blast. It looks like they're having a blast. I mean, everybody should have an afternoon like this. And of course, there's Harry. There's Harry looking like he just left the gym. He is getting buffed. Buffed. Do you hear me? Buffed. Anyway, this must be the what did they say? They also include an intimate gathering where the Duke spent time with members of Scotty's council. Okay, this must be the council. This session offered a platform for these young individuals, which I believe the ages are, oh gosh, I think it's, what is it, 13 to 22, something like that. But anyway, there's a wide range of ages. And the good thing is, once you turn 18 or 16 or 18, they don't just kick you out of there. I mean, you still get to be a part of the community. So that's a good thing. That is a very good thing. Oh, let me see here. Okay. All right. See there? Now there's another Sussex friendly platform right there. So you guys have no excuse. Sussex Spotlight. Okay, now let me see. I don't know what that is. Oh, it looks like it's a gift for Harry. It looks like it's a gift for Harry. Wow. Look at there, and he's all surprised and everything. That is so sweet. Oh well, yes, it's for you, Harry. You deserve it. And let me see. I think we've done this one already, right? Did I do this one twice? And this one right here, I guess you take the straw. You take the straw. Now, see, this right here would give me a headache. You take the straw, I guess, and you just kind of suck on the straw and try to pick up the pieces and then drop them in the cup or whatever. Well, I can understand the kids playing, but look at these. I count at least 3 adults playing this game too. Oh well, long as they're having fun. And of course, the group shot. The group shot. I don't know. Some of them look too young to be a part of the council, but oh, Lady T says it is fun. Okay. Well, I haven't had fun in so long. The last time I participated in something like that, I think it was bobbing for apples or something. I remember the bobbing for apples. God knows how bad that would be nowadays to do that. Everybody dropping their face all down in those big tin pans or tubs or whatever. And right now, I don't even have enough teeth to bob. They would have to get something smaller like a plum because I don't think I have enough teeth to try to bite into an apple. Yeah, that would be sad, wouldn't it? Me trying to sink my face in a big tub trying to get an apple with no teeth. That would be just sad to watch. Ooh, that'd be sad to watch. Uh oh, still got a couple more of them, I guess. All right. Anyway, so you guys, let me just tell you something. Our Duke doesn't do anything by halves. When I told you that Harry had a lot of work yesterday, part of his day was meeting up with Admiral Rob Bauer. And he had some very nice things to say about Harry, like right here. The Invictus Games inspired the world through the power of the unconquered human spirit, regaining their purpose through sport. Veterans with visible and invisible wounds are role models of resilience. Thank you, Prince Harry, for championing serving and service. I mean, serving after service. Serving after service. Well, that's a mouthful. Anyway, they are not on the roof of the St. Paul's. At least I don't think so. It's a backdrop. I think they're actually adjacent to the St. Paul's Cathedral. But yeah, he was handling his business. He was handling his business. And then there's a whole group shot right there. Did you guys see these? Because I promise you, I only found them about an hour ago. And they're not even on the Sussex's website. But he is hanging out with the big brass. He is hanging out with the big brass. So again, you guys, I just want to make it very clear. And really, I am speaking to the people that are hate watching. Prince Harry is so loved and admired in the veterans community and even amongst the, active serving military community. He is loved and admired and very well respected. And this is something that has been since he was in his 20s. He was still in his 20s when people first noticed his ability to bring people together, to help people recognize changes that need to be made, care that should be given. Colin Powell said those nice words about him. And at the time, Harry was like, I think I'm kind of young for this award, but okay. Well, I tell you, he could dispel any doubts that he's had because he has definitely grown into it. You understand what I'm saying? He has grown into the role of a statesman and a veteran. He has grown into it. It's like he's going to be the world's youngest elder statesman. I promise you that. But yeah, he is a global statesman. He is a global influencer, and people listen to him. He has good ideas. So, ahead of our service yesterday, we were delighted to meet with the chair of the NATO Military Committee, Admiral Bauer, that is, to explore common values in support of international wounded, injured, and sick service personnel and veterans. Busy day, busy day. All of that, and then was able to go inside of Westminster Abbey and do a reading, go out and meet people. What a dynamic individual. What a dynamic individual. And this right here, this is actually a poem, but you know what? I'm working on a video for that. So I'm showing it to you here, but I have a video that I'm going to post later tonight. It is going to include words from Admiral Bauer, and it's also going to include this poem. I'm all but done with it, so I will share it with you later. But that is the family right there. Um, and as it concludes, see, when I saw this yesterday, I wasn't sure what it meant, but you can see right here. Thank you, Invictus, for giving me my mom back. Thank you, Invictus, for giving me my wife back. Thank you, Invictus, for giving me my life back. So it is the mom who was in a great deal of trouble, I imagine. And so John, Maya, and Michelle Turner are grateful to Invictus. And that is what Invictus is all about. It is serving people's needs, is bringing people back, getting them back involved with life. And of course, in some cases where they may not have been able to connect with their family, even living in the same household, and now they're better able to do that. I mean, it has increased their ability to cope with day-to-day things. So what a great thing to be involved with. And of course, the decade of IGF, Invictus Games Foundation. So there's the bagpiper, and this is also on the Archwell website. And so there's a couple more photos from yesterday that you haven't seen yet, which I will share with you very soon. And so, yeah, even inside, well, let me just tell you, I knew there would be more. And that's how it is after these events take place. It is like a slow drip of images, but that makes it fun. It's like you can maintain that good feeling for days sometimes. Like, remember when they went to see Beyonce, and the kid, he didn't release like all of the videos at once. They just kind of kept dripping in one after the other, and that was so cool. That gave me my life. So this year marks the 10th anniversary of the Invictus Game Foundation, milestone defined by courage, resilience, and strength. Over the past few days, Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, paid tribute to the foundation's legacy by participating in a series of events celebrating a decade of changing and saving lives through sport. Earlier this week, the Duke joined in conversation with former IGF chairman Sir Keith Mills and CEO Ken Fisher of the Fisher Foundation. Ken Fisher The group reflected on the inspiration behind establishing the first games in 2014 and acknowledged the accomplishments of IGF in assisting thousands across the world who have given in service of their nation, who has given in service of their nation. And there we go. And look at that. You know, that's my favorite right there. The conversation was followed by a service of Thanksgiving and a reception at the St. Paul's Cathedral, where the Duke delivered a special reading of First Corinthians 12:4 through 11, and over 1,000 guests. The ceremony was poignant, gathering with many references to recovery and rehabilitation by the international wounded and sick service personnel and veterans. Let me see, with 400 competitors from 13 nations back in 2014 to 500 competitors from 21 nations across every continent in Dusseldorf in 2023. The Invictus Games have shown the world the unbreakable spirit of its competitors. Each participant's story is a testament of the power of perseverance and the unwavering will to overcome adversity. The Duke's vision has created more than just a series of sporting events. It has built a legacy that illustrates the power of connection and recovery. The Invictus Games embodies compassion, respect, and a belief in the extraordinary capabilities of the human spirit. The 10th anniversary is not just a celebration of past accomplishments, but a reformation of the game's enduring mission to inspire, support, and challenge participation about what we can achieve with hope and determination. On behalf of the Duke, we extend his overwhelming gratitude to all who make the Invictus Games possible as we celebrate this decade of achievement. We also prepare for the future, particularly to the first Winter Hybrid Games in Vancouver Whistler next year, with anticipation and excitement. So there you go. I'm telling you, I am in a good mood today. Well, you know what? I keep going back to Megan when she was at the Variety Women in Show Business, whatever that thing was. And she said, "There's so much coming in 2024. I wish I could talk about it." But, well, anyway, she couldn't talk about it at the time. And here's a couple more images for you to see. This one was on the Archwell website, and they made it black and white. And take a look there. There's a nice close up of the family. They're reading the poem, all three of them. I wasn't sure what was going on with this image, but yeah, they were reading the poem. And I'm not sure what his participation was. Hopefully, there is a video that will be available. I'm hoping they recorded it, but if not, then but I'm looking forward to it. What am I missing here? Oh, what happened? Oh my goodness! Prayers for Miss V.S. Speaks family on the loss of her father. Oh no! I think that was in. Oh, I'm sorry. That what was in Germany? Okay, let me go back here and take a look. So V.S. lost her father. Oh, I'm so sad to hear that. Ooh, let me go back and take a look here. Oh, that's very nice of you, Celia. Oh, yeah. I was on a roll. Yeah, I didn't see anything today. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, thanks for letting me know. Thanks for letting us know. Yeah, I was uh I was pretty busy working today, so I didn't see anything. Let me see. Oh my goodness, let me see here. Lost her husband of 42 years. And it's Martine's birthday. Oh, okay. Well, oh, and thank you, Lydia, for the update. Okay, a lot happening today. Okay, thank you. Thank you for letting me know. Wow. I tell you, well, with a community like this, life will happen. Life will happen. Okay. Um, oh, and this one right here, I believe this one was on the Archwell. So please, again, make sure you go to the Archwell website. We have to put some traffic through there because they're going through all of the effort of updating their website regularly. And I think we should reward them by actively checking it out every now and again. So you guys, please check it out at least once a week. I know before it was like a month and a half, and they had no updated information, but I promise you they have been on it. And a lot of great things are happening this year. So please make sure that you let them know it doesn't cost you anything. Just let them know how much you are appreciative of their website. Okay. And this is a newbie. This is a newbie. Haven't seen this one. He went over to greet the kids in the choir and look at their bright faces. They have just met the Duke of Sussex. The Duke of Sussex. And not to not to be biased or anything, but we all know that the young people tend to favor Harry and Meghan. We know this. They tend to favor Harry and Meghan. So, um, okay. Oh, I'm sorry, you guys. I'm trying to get comfortable. Oh, uh, I got another chair. I'm gonna put it together probably this weekend because this po chair crying like this. This chair has been crying for I don't know months, and yeah, it's kind of sad, isn't it? I think this chair needs counseling. What do you all think? This po chair needs counseling. It's been pretty squeaky. All right. And okay, I don't know who this guy is. I saw his name. He's some big shot. But look at how serious Harry looks. Look at how serious. This is okay. Okay, what number is this one? This is slide 38. I want you guys to see something here. This is Harry um yesterday afternoon maybe or whatever. I don't know what time it was there. And this was also Harry yesterday. And this was Harry. I'm telling you, this guy, it must have been a very busy day. And he won't get a chance to really put his feet up until he gets back to Montecito. And even then, I mean, you could see from the look on his face. he is taking care of some serious business. He is handling his business. Okay? So I'm just so proud of him. I remember when he was a little boy. Now he's all grown up and handling his business. This is so hairy. I love that TMCD. This is so hairy. I love it. I really do. And he also gave a speech yesterday. Did you guys know that? He gave a speech here. This is not in the church. Well, remember they went away for a little while after the service. Harry didn't come out until later. Well, I can tell you right now, judging the backdrop, that's got to be downstairs in the St. Paul's. And you know what? I think I have an idea exactly where they are. Give me just a second. Let me you know how I love architecture, right? Give me just a second. I bet you I can tell you exactly where they are. Huh. Okay, you see that uh screen behind them? That wooden screen? Okay. I'm gonna guess from you see the arches here? See how they have all those arches and everything? I mean, it's a vast labyrinth down there. It's a lot going on downstairs. So I figure they must have had a meeting downstairs somewhere. They must have some type of meeting facility at the church. Uh-huh. See what I mean? They are downstairs at the St. Paul's. I'm just gonna bet on it. I'm gonna bet on it. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Um, but yeah, so that is where he disappeared to. I mean, I'm just you guys, I'm starting to get emotional. I am so proud of this guy. I am so proud of this guy. Okay. And my pride continues. Okay, Admiral Rob Bauer. When I say Harry is all of that, I mean, he's having these profound conversations with an admiral from the Netherlands, 1 minute, and then he's shooting, I don't know, M and M's out of his nostrils with Scotty's little soldiers the next minute. I mean, he's here talking to an admiral, or he's watching this little girl flip a cookie, and I'm okay. 1 minute he's talking to a member of NATO, a NATO chief, and next thing you know, he's watching some kid, I don't know, making spit bubbles or whatever they were doing. So it just goes to show, am I the only one that is just amazed by this? He has to be like the world's greatest dad because to have the ability to go from one extreme to the other, from um, talking to children who have suffered through bereavement and grief, to speaking to military big brass about the welfare of sick, injured veterans and soldiers. That is miraculous. That is miraculous. It's embarrassing to me. It makes me say, "Gosh, what did I do yesterday?" You understand what I'm saying? It's like I'm possibly twice his age, and it just makes me well, okay, not twice his age, but it makes me say, "What did I do yesterday?" And his family. Let me stop because I'm going to get emotional. I'm going to just keep going, but I am in awe of this guy. So Rob Bauer, Royal Netherlands Navy, is the 33rd chair of the Military Committee of the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, also known as NATO. As a military advisor to the Secretary General and the North Atlantic Council, Admiral Bauer is NATO's most senior military officer. He is the conduit through which advice from NATO allied chiefs and defense is presented to the political decision making bodies, and guidance and directives are issued to the Supreme Allied Commander Europe, Supreme Allied Commander Transformation, and the Director General of the International Military Staff. So I'm just like, I was like, who is this guy? And then when I started looking, I'm just like, wow, Harry, this is the people that he has built relationships with. Not so that he looks important, but for the benefit of the veterans. Some people just want to look important. Some people just want to say, look at me. I got my big pants, my big boy pants on. I'm an international global statesman. I'm the international sexiest man in the world. I'm the sexiest bald man in the world. Guess what? I'm the Duke of Cornwall. I got $1 billion duchy. That's how some people are. So there is a show horse, and then there's the workhorse. And Harry definitely does the work. So I was literally sitting here today prepping for tonight, and I was just amazed at the kind of day that our Duke had yesterday. My biggest decision yesterday was to thaw this out or to thaw that out. Do I want to order some catfish? You know what I'm saying? That was my big decision yesterday. So I am I'm so impressed. I'm so impressed. And it just reminded me too of that occasion when Harry went to the Warrior Games last year, and there he was hanging out with what's his name? Charles Brown, General Charles Brown, Charles L. Brown. He is sitting next to the General Charles Brown, the next Joint Chief of Staff, which means this is the biggest military person in the United States, right? He was still going through the process of being approved by the Senate, I believe, but he was approved. And so now he is the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. He is the highest ranking military person, answers only to the president, or should I say, the defense secretary, Lloyd Austin, and the president of the United States. And what he has on his chest, we call that a quilt. When they get so many of those things, we just call it a quilt. And that's who Harry is just sitting there watching the Warrior Games with. And then just, talking shop. Talking shop. And then if that's not enough, then Harry went out and gave a speech and received a standing ovation. Do you guys remember this or no? He went out and gave a speech and even got a standing ovation. All in a day's Sussex. That's what I'm going to call it. All in a day's Sussex. 1 minute you're shooting M&Ms out of your 1 minute you're shooting M&Ms out of your nose or trying to uh I don't know, pick up cookies with a straw or something. And then next thing you know, you're sitting there with the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. I couldn't make that up if I wanted to. I could not make that up if I wanted to. Who would believe it? First of all, who would believe it? So, not me. Let me do that.
Stronger and better. So no, they're not going to roll over for SOCOM. They're going to fight all the way through, and sometimes it takes a little bit of time for the teams to click.
And our special guest in the house for the gold medal match, the Duke of Sussex, Prince Harry, enjoying sitting volleyball action here at the Warrior Games Challenge. Good to see him here.
So that's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. All in a day's Sussex. I mean, seriously, I am getting very emotional. Just I'm in awe. I could not be prouder if he was my own kid. Let me see. Is that the same thing?
Stronger and better. So no,
Yeah,
they're not going to roll over for SOCOM. They're going to.
Yeah, I thought I had his speech, but I don't think so. But I mean, I may have it. I don't know, but might be here somewhere. Let me try one more time. If not, I will continue. But yes, you guys, he got a standing ovation. Our Harry, the one that everybody over there in the tabloid media is trying to convince us is so disliked, and I love when they say something really stupid like, "Oh, look at there, he gave up all of this so that he could do that." Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. He gave up a lot of things so that he could be happy, so that he could keep his family safe. Yeah, he did. And there's nothing wrong with that. He did the right thing. And every day, I am more and more convinced that he did the right thing. That's right, Harry, one of us. A Harry, one of us, as the Italian team said. Wow, Sheila LaFleur, thank you so much for the very generous super sticker. And thank you so much for being here tonight. Thank you for sharing in the evening, the eve of the visit to Nigeria. It is the eve of Operation Nigeria. Thank you so much. And Lizzie 34, thank you for being a member and thank you for the super sticker and for watching Royal Sussex on the eve of Operation Nigeria. Right? What a great occasion. Anyway, there's Harry doing the speech. I wish I could find it. I don't know what it's titled. Sorry about that. I wish I could find it, but I don't know what the title is. I would love to share that one with you. But anyway, I don't want to dig around too long looking for it. But I do have this for you. I do have this for you. Take a look. I did manage to dig around. This is Harry at the Warrior Games. I believe it was, oh gosh, I can't remember. I think it was June of 2023. But yeah, this is Harry at the Warrior Games. And I'm just telling you guys, this is how that community views him. He is their brother. They don't care about Charles and William and all that nonsense going on with those people in costumes. This is what matters. When once you've served, you're always serving. And it's just like when it comes to military families. If one serves, everybody serves. in some degree or another, you are in service right along with your family. And that's just the way it is. And it's so different from how things, I mean, things had really degraded by the time of the Vietnam War. But as a country, we learned a lot from that. And we learned to separate the politics of the day from the young men and women that are making the sacrifices, you know, on our behalf. Because if they didn't go, then someone else would have to go. So, um, thank goodness we could separate those. And that's very important. They don't make the policies, they are doing what's mandated by the law or by the whatever. They're doing what they have to do. And there you go. Just a couple of more images there. And this one. Yeah, there was a couple of ladies there that were just kind of hanging on Harry just a little bit more than I'm comfortable with, but he had to kind of brush them off. He's like, "Listen, I'm hanging out with the next chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. Do you mind?" Yeah, 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 yeah. A selfie, a selfie. Now, if you don't mind, I'm talking to the next chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. Now, you guys, here's yet another image of Harry with the NATO chiefs, right? Now, I'm just a little petty, even though there's all this good news. I wouldn't be anything if I wasn't petty, right? With all of this good news, I have to tell you, I took time out to reflect on that trip to Dusseldorf. This image, or these images right here, caused a panic in Kensington Palace. They were scrambling, knocking over chairs, doing everything they could to try to figure out some kind of way to get Baldy out there. And wait until you see what they came up with. Wait till you see what they came up with. I'm so bad. I'm so bad. Oh, I'm so bad. But wait until you see what they came up with. Um, and this right here, this image caused more anguish than you can calculate. I mean, they were hot. They were hot. Oh, they were furious. They were frothing at the mouth. They were up all night gnashing their teeth. Harry and Meghan and the NATO chiefs. Well, to be fair, it wasn't just the NATO chiefs, it was the NATO chiefs and their families. Duh. It wasn't like Harry and Meghan were sitting at some big table plotting and planning for exercises or anything like that. They were merely gathered with the families of some of the biggest leaders in the free world. And what in the world was Willie Leaks and Lazy Katie doing at the time? Oh, you don't want to know. It's just humiliating. I'm sad for them. I'm just humiliated. I mean, you know, it was a tale of two brothers. One brother is you know, out there making connections like this. And then what was the other brother doing, pray tell? Well, do you remember Harry's power play? That was the first thing that the Daily Mail said. Harry's power play. Harry and Meghan Invictus power play. Sussex's decision to pose with NATO chiefs just days before William heads to talk to UN in New York. is latest stage of the PR battle between the two brothers, experts say. Um, I wouldn't say it. Connie Balmer. Hey, Connie Balmer. So the whole joint something something CBS family went to Dusseldorf. What is that? JF something. Anyway, went to Dusseldorf today to show our respect to all wounded warriors. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle met commanders of the joint forces, something General Guillermo Luigi Biliala something, and of course, staff members with their families, right? It was just like a little picnic. I mean, it was just that, listen, you guys, if you're, let's say you're a four-star general and you happen to be in NATO and you tell your wife, yeah, I'm going to go and see Harry and Meghan at the Invictus Games. What? Harry and Meghan. I love Meghan. And so next thing you know, they brought their entire families out to see them. That's all. Stuff like that happens all the time. And so what started out as just a handful of people ended up with that big crowd that you see out there on the grass posing. Ooh, I wonder if they sent a copy of this to Charles III. I really do. And even better, I wonder if somebody sent a copy, a framed copy of this photo to William. Wouldn't that be cruel? Now, you asked me, what was Will and Kate doing? Well, one last look. Oh, wow. That's a lot of people. And look who's up front and center. Up front and center, Harry and Meghan. Could you imagine what they would have said if they were all the way in the back? Ah, they don't even. Well, as you can see, they're up front and center. Oh, look at that. The joy on their faces. Everybody's just so happy. I mean, after all, it's Harry and Meghan. I'm so cruel. Iris says Harry and Meghan are God sent to a lot people around the world. To a lot of people around the world. Also, everyone, peace and love. Thank you, Iris. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for 18 months membership. So, Will and Kate. And the reason why I know this is because I saved these little screenshots. They were in mixed with my photos from the Dusseldorf. I had almost forgot about this. William and Kate are happy campers. Are they really? Prince and Princess of Wales help children prepare food around the campfire as they visit primary schools on latest royal trip. Is that what a royal trip is? My. Princess Princess's new pal, Kate Middleton, coos over baby and makes a fuss of a donkey as she makes the most of her trip to, what is this, Hereford with Prince William, despite missing out on some activities due to to her injured hands. Now, this is yet another occasion. Gee, I don't like what I'm thinking right now. Harry's posing with the Joint Chiefs of Staff, with the NATO chiefs, and Kate has injured her fingers. Interesting timing, isn't it? Very, very curious timing that while Harry and Meghan are cozying up with the chiefs of NATO, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, one of the world's greatest actually the world's greatest military alliance in history, William and Kate were sitting around rubbing sticks together trying to make a fire. They were trying to make a fire. Look at there. And then Kate, something tells me she tripped over the bottom of that tree. Something tells me that she tripped over the base of that tree there. See the little limbs there at the bottom? Something tells me she took a tumble. I will always believe that. And is it just me, or do you all think that they're a bit overdressed for the forest? Why are they dressed up like they're heading to their Volvo after visiting a Williams Sonoma shop? They look like they just walked out of Williams Sonoma. Is this a campfire or is this a trip to IKEA? How pathetic. Your brother and sister in law are visiting with the chiefs of NATO and their families, and you all are sitting around rubbing twigs together. And then you can see Kate doing the jazz hands, trying to hypnotize them kids with the jazz hands. And then, of course, to try to make things look ideal and picture perfect, they sat around a tree stump in folding chairs because, stuff like that happens all the time. As I say, very snarkily, very snarky. I'm sorry, with a lot of cheek. Stuff like that happens all the time. Poor William Sonoma and Kate, injured fingertons. Yes, those skinny tights Kate is wearing is inappropriate for the occasion or of her station, exactly. And then this is what gets me right here is look at William sitting up there, whittling. That's country. That's how they say carving wood. He's whittling. He's sitting there with his little pocket knife and a piece of wood, showing this kid. Now, this is so stupid. This is so stupid. Why is the next king and his consort, why are they in the woods with this with twigs, out there playing with twigs? You could not make this up. And listen, you all, I'm just saying, and this has nothing to do with where is Kate Middleton, but didn't I say last year that if I was Kate, there's no way in the world that I would go out there in the forest with someone who's incandescent with rage? It's just too many ideas to be had. You understand what I'm saying? There's a tarp, uh, there's twigs and brush and stuff like that. You don't go to the woods with somebody like William. Something might kick in. Right. Can you taste the taste by smelling the wood? Woo! That's probably what she's asking the kids. Can you taste the taste while smelling the wood? Uh, you guys, I'm not making this up. I promise you. I was looking for those pictures from NATO just to make conversation. And I'm like, wait a minute. Do you mean to tell me? Because remember, they said days before William went to New York that Harry and Meghan met with the oh, this was not June. This was September. Yeah, this was September. Days before William went to New York. I'm sorry, before, you know what I'm trying to say. Um Poor Willie and Kate were out there in the woods. I'm pretty sure that this was the last time this happened. Now, I want you to shop and compare. Take a look there. So there's William looking important. Look at how stern he looks, and look at everybody trying to understand what Kate's saying. William, the born leader, the future king, the sovereign in making. Look at how strong and tall and how determined he looks. That very sinister gaze, right? Oh boy, he's so important. Now this is going to show Harry and Meghan. They're in Dusseldorf, and the eyes of the world is on them, while Will and Kate are somewhere in the forest, giving William all kind of ideas, which probably has nothing to do with where Kate Middleton is right now. But I'm just saying, I'm just saying, this is where they were, and this is where Harry and Meghan was. So Will and Kate, Harry and Meghan. Will and Kate, Harry and Meghan. Will and Kate. Wait, I got to go back for this one. I got to go back. Harry and Meghan. Which do you prefer? What do you fancy? Huh? What do you fancy? So, um, worlds apart. Worlds apart. If you were speaking to a stranger, you'd be hard pressed to convince them that William is the next king, right? The next what do you call it? Um, head of state. You'd be hard pressed to convince anybody that William is going to sit on the throne in the court of St. James, as they say. Be hard to believe that out there in the forest playing with twigs. And you know what? Take a look. See that orange crate? Look at that orange milk crate. Look, why? Okay. You guys, I don't want to pick on anybody, but the object is to cut that piece of wood, right? Now, William has on gloves. William has on safety glasses, very important. Kate doesn't have any safety glasses on, even though she's got her face down there for the cameras. Um, Also, William has a saw and a tree limb. Why are you going through all that trouble trying and look, the letters, the caption covers it up, but Kate is holding down the end of the stick and William is holding the other end, and now they're taking the saw trying to cut it, right? Why wouldn't you just hold it on an angle and take your big goofy foot and step on it and snap it in two? Huh? I repeat, rather than going through all that trouble of putting on gloves and goggles and all that, you could just literally put it on an angle and step on it and snap it in two. Duh. Oh. You guys, I submit to you the Prince and Princess of Wales. That is the future of the British monarchy. Leg says maybe Kate was explaining how to how to make a pancake. You mean how to make those door stoppers? How to make those blobs? The abstract cakes? It's not a pancake. It's an abstract cake. Cake. Yeah, it's an abstract cake. Oh well. So thank you all for enjoying this little trip down memory lane. I have enjoyed it. Uh, Harry and Meghan, Will and Kate. Now, Charles Spencer. I hope my father would have approved that I wore his Royal Scouts Greys regimental cufflinks at the moving celebration of 10 years of Invictus at St. Paul's Cathedral. So this is from the Earl Spencer, Charles Spencer, Princess Diana's brother. He's wearing his father, John Spencer's regimental cufflinks, which is an eagle, uh, a brass eagle cufflink. Now, I wouldn't have spotted that in a million miles, but I guess that was his way of contributing not only to the memory of his father, but also wanting to do something extra special for his day out with his nephew that he promised that he would look out for. So, this is Althorpe, right? That is the ancestral home of Princess Diana. Today, for the third time, a paper has been forced by law to apologize for lying about me, depriving Diana of a home. The guilty journalist, this time Janice Turner, aka Victoria Peckham of the Times. Well, you know what, guys? I didn't see this before, but I was on the Earl Spencer's page, Charles Spencer's Twitter, and apparently in 2021, they had accused him of denying a home to Princess Diana, almost trying to blame him for her demise. Now, I must be fair and say I was kind of that opinion too, but obviously I had some misinformation, and I'm just going to set the record straight and say I was wrong. I was wrong. The fact that they apologized is a clear indication that that was not true. And I guess it was just a bunch of, chatter that I picked up on and unconsciously came to a conclusion which was not accurate. But in an opinion piece published on the 22nd, it is too simple to blame everything on Bashir, Bashir of the panoramic thing. We wrongly stated that Earl Spencer had refused to assist Diana, Princess of Wales, with her offer of a house after the breakdown of her marriage to Prince Charles. We are happy to report that, having considered his sister's safety and in line with the police advice, the Earl offered the Princess of Wales a number of properties, including Warmlington Manor, that is, the Spencer family's original ancestral home. It was wrong to suggest that he had refused to help his sister or had failed to protect her from Martin Bashir and concealed evidence of a later deception. We did not intend to suggest that the Earl was to blame for his sister's death. We apologize to the Earl and have agreed to pay his costs as well as make a payment to him, which he will donate to charity. So there you go. There you go. Glad I saw this because I was a bit confused about that myself, but now I know better. Yep, now I know better. Okay. And right here, this is a letter to the Earl Spencer. It is from the Sussex Community Events. We want to express our heartfelt gratitude to you and your family for the powerful public display of support for your nephew, Prince Harry, and the Invictus Games family at the 10th anniversary event. Your actions spoke volumes globally, demonstrating that your nephew's uh, maternal family stands proudly by his side. In honoring your father, you and your family also paid tribute to your sister, Princess Diana. Thank you sincerely for your meaningful support. Best regards, Sussex Global Community. And in case you don't recognize that, Sussex Global Community. And perfect timing. I'm going to put this up top. This is, let me see. Okay, replace pin message. There we go. Sussex community events. When we have fundraisers, we usually are doing that with the suggestion of the Sussex community event. So they are the ones that usually select the charity that we have all donated to. So um, the people that are running the Sussex community event wanted to say thank you to the Earl Spencer for looking after our beloved Harry. So there you go. I love that. I love that. That is so professional. That is so professional. I'm telling you guys, I'm just full of emotion right now. You have no idea. I am full of emotion. I'm so proud of Harry, and I'm so proud of this community because we have raised a lot of money. We have helped a lot of people. We have helped each other, you know, and sometimes you hear someone say, I kept reading all of these things about Megan and I didn't know about the Sussex squad. And then I came across so and so's video, or I was on TikTok or Twitter or Instagram, whatever the case may be. And the fact that they were bothered enough by what they were reading or what they were seeing on television and everything and couldn't understand where all of this hostility toward Megan was coming from because of the Sussex Squad community. People who care enough, who are concerned, have a place to go. They literally have a place to go. Oh, $31,362.19. Very cool. Thank you very much for that. Now, Charles Spencer offers sympathy to Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. That was back in November of 2020. Charles Spencer shares supportive message as nephew Prince Harry testifies in court. The ninth Earl Spencer, Princess Diana's brother, posted on Twitter both days that the Duke of Sussex was in the witness stand. So he has been there for Harry. I'm sure publicly and privately, he's been there supporting Harry and Meghan. So that is a promise made and a promise kept. And he did promise that the Spencers, the blood family of Princess Diana and of the boys, would look after them. And so that's what he's been doing. He takes his role as the patriarch of the Spencer family very serious, and he's handling his business, which is more than I could say for his sovereign, King Charles III. And right here, you can see the Earl Spencer won't go to coronation. Why Diana's brother won't go to the king's coronation? I think of Diana every day, but in different contexts. And the whole royal thing, I don't find it as interesting. I just get on with my life, Earl Spencer. And right there, you can see where they were trying to restore Diana's HRH. And he told them, never mind, that Diana at this point wouldn't want to be bothered. I think Diana would probably, not that she would ever know, but it does seem as though that out of some remorse and embarrassment for whatever role the royal family played in Diana's death, that all of a sudden they want to restore the HRH. And Charles Spencer was like, never mind. So, And just in case you've never seen him before, this is Diana's father. This was the Earl Spencer. His name is John Spencer, and he was the eighth Earl Spencer, and he suffered a terrible stroke and was barely able to walk Diana up the aisle because he had a bad leg or whatever. And somehow he managed, and he gave her away to the royal family. And yeah, so that's whose cuffs that he was wearing, cufflinks. But yeah, that is the eighth Earl Spencer. And again, Althorpe in the background. Now, William's private struggle. Really? William is struggling privately? Because if you ask me, he just won't stop talking about his struggles. As a matter of fact, if I hear about his struggles one more time, uh-oh, I think I hear some thunder. Anyway, yeah, he hasn't stopped talking yet. As a matter of fact, he's made every excuse in the book about his struggles. So apparently, with Kate Middleton and King Charles both undergoing cancer treatment, Prince William must balance family matters with an elevated leadership role within the monarchy. What elevated leadership role? Charles told him to get lost. Whether you're a prince or a pauper, no one would expect anything like this with their father and his wife both being treated for cancer. It's called life and it happens all the time. Yeah. You have an older parent, and sometimes your partner or spouse may become ill. That happens. Anyway, Prince George 10, Charlotte 9, Louis 6, immediately following the news of her cancer diagnosis, publicly announced on May 22nd. However, his primary focus remains steadfastly in supporting Princess Kate. You know what, guys? I'm not even going to bother with this. Through their 13-year marriage, prioritize. This is really a fluff piece. This is just fluff. Just something to talk about. Let me see. Oh, let me go to the next one. Anything new here? No. The double illness has placed enormous pressure. I'm going to barf. Enormous pressure on William, both as a parent. Well, you know what? It's a good thing he has a staff of 62 people. It's a good thing that he is enormously wealthy with that $1 billion Duchy of Cornwall, a salary of some 25 million pounds a year. It's a good thing that he has a financial windfall second to none in the royal family. Do you know that the Duchy of Cornwall is actually more valuable than Duchy of Lancaster? Say what you will about Charles III, but Prince Charles, the Prince of Wales, the Duke of Cornwall, was a very good steward of the Duchy of Cornwall. I mean, anytime somebody dropped dead, he was right there to take over their property, right? All he needed was a death certificate, and next thing you know, he had a moving van. he had a moving van sitting right outside their cottage. So he was a very, very good steward of the Duchy of Cornwall. I mean, he was selling jams and jellies, candy bars, tea towels, bric-a-brac, knickknacks, paddywhacks, all kind of stuff. So you got to give it to him when it came to, and then when he couldn't sell enough stuff, then it was cash for honors. Nobody knows where the cash went, but there was the cash for honors. Good thing he's a sovereign. That shuts down that investigation. Lex says, notice how William is fine using people for sympathy for himself. We have yet to see him publicly support Charles III. We have to find Kate to see how that's going. Here, here, legs. Here, here. Um, and I had totally forgot about it, but that is so true. William has yet to publicly acknowledge his father's illness. He has yet to publicly acknowledge it. Not a wishing well or anything like that. Nothing. And his usual excuse, well, I got to look out for Kate and the kids. Raffaella Bertoni, thank you so much for the super sticker. And thank you so much for watching Royal Sussex. Oh, did you just hear that? That is from CG. Thank you so much for the Cash App. Okay, so I decided to use this image because I think it is an omen of things yet to come. The darkness that is fallen over Buckingham Palace, even though it's going through a 300 million pound restoration, things are pretty grim for that family. They are a monarchy in search of subjects. And the reason why I say that is because nobody's paying attention to them. There are some few hardcore royalists that casually observe everything that's going on with them, and fewer still are the real nut jobs that collect everything with the royal family. But for the most part, the public is going about their business. They're not so into that family. And so I want to caution you all once again with this. Most people in the United Kingdom love Harry and Meghan. They are a silent majority of people that are not doing these silly polls that are given out by the tabloids that they read. These are people that are trying to make sure that they can keep their electricity and heat, and they're trying to put petrol in their vehicles and such. They don't have time for this stuff, but they know of the Sussex's struggle. Maybe they don't know all of it, but they know enough. Every time we see an audience where you have someone like a Denise Welch who speaks with her full chest in support of the Sussexes, it is met with applause because that's how most people feel. But I don't fault anybody for not going out of their way to try to rally support for someone that belong to an institution that they don't even pay attention to. But for those of us who look to the Sussexes, who look up to them for, guidance in some idea of lifestyle or philanthropy, if you just want to be a better person, you're just like, oh, well, if they can do this, I can do that. Those kind of things. We always have someone that we look up to. It might be a global leader. It might be a celebrity, probably our parents, whatever the case may be. Even sometimes our children. Our children could definitely be our heroes. There are some young people that I admire so much for the things that they are doing with their lives in spite of all of the negativity we have about this world and war and genocide and those things like that. All of that stuff is happening, but life is also happening right outside your front door or right inside of your house. And we have to keep moving. We can't stand still. We can't go backwards. We have to keep moving forward. And we have to help whenever we can. We have to support whenever possible. Those are the things that we have to do. So that's what I value about this community, is the way we're always supporting each other. But that institution, they're from another time and another place. There's always going to be a royal family. Nobody's going to take that away. But my only concern is that that institution has the ability to cause harm to the Sussexes. They've already proved that they will actively participate in the whispering campaign, the leaking, and the briefing. And then when that wasn't enough, they took their security away. They took their home away. I mean, don't get it wrong. Those are dangerous people. And in spite of all of that, Harry went over there and took care of his business with a smile on his face, with a hanger in the back seat of the car, ready to go to the airport. He handled his business, and I'm glad, because I know there was a lot of people that didn't want him to go and was thinking the worst and all that. And I understand, but I trust their judgment. I trust Harry and Meghan's judgment. And they know how to handle their business. They're both good with people. Harry, they play Harry for a fool, that family that is, because they didn't think much of him. But quietly, Harry was looking and taking notes, taking mental notes at that, and blindsided them with his success. Do you know what it takes for someone to go to a major company like Boeing or Land Rover or something like that, and or even Amazon, and say, I got this thing that I'm doing, and so on and so forth. Would you like to sponsor it? You have to give them the information that they need to know that they want to get involved with your charity or your foundation. And he was able to do that. Yeah, he used some seed money from the foundation, which he raised. But after that, Invictus took off because of his vision, because of his talent, because of his persistence. Now it's this global thing from, what was it, 13 countries to 21 countries. And by the next Invictus game, that is going to grow. And Harry, no doubt, will still be the founder at the helm, with a board of, the board members and such. It's not a dictatorship, but, he is Invictus. Whatever anybody thinks, he is Invictus. Here's a little word of the day. Sometimes you just have to play the role of a fool to fool the fool who thinks they are fooling you. See how nicely that segues? I didn't even time it like that. I didn't realize, but it plays so well with what I just said. But it's true. Sometimes you have to play the fool. I'm sorry. Sometimes you have to play the role of the fool to fool the fool who thinks they are fooling you. That's it. Sometimes you have to play that role, but eventually, you do have to do like Harry did and just, step out of it and let them know, listen, while you all thought so little of me, I had some amazing ideas, and I'm going to take those ideas someplace else. And that's exactly what happened. Why do dysfunctional family dynamics in Prince Harry's Spare resonate with people? Many people resonate with the family dynamic in Spare, especially favoritism. Here are 5 themes that emerge in dysfunctional families. If a family member speaks out, others often question their account. The family is given the benefit of the doubt. The one who speaks out is thought to be dishonoring the family. The black sheep is often the scapegoat and blamed for the family's problems. Dysfunctional family dynamics do not discriminate amongst socioeconomic status. So um, that's why the book resonates with so many people. That's why. Just because in that family, Harry is the minority where personality is concerned, where emotional intelligence is concerned, he's a minority. He's an outlier. The rest of them, they don't seem to have that. They don't have enough self awareness to understand that people do not have a lot of respect for them. That means you can go into the hospital with some unknown abdominal surgery. There's no vigil outside, there's no flowers delivered. Nobody has seen your mother, your father, or your siblings. And you could disappear for what is it, almost 200 days, and people barely notice. There's no impact on society because you're not around. Wow. Wow. Now, I know you guys thought I was through, right? I'm not. Who will win the tug of war over interest rates? I don't know, but take a look at that fool down there at the bottom. Here to serve, Prince shows off his beach volleyball skills. So once again, Harry is changing the world. And what is William doing? William's at the beach playing volleyball, trying to rock those sunglasses, looking like somebody daddy. That's what William's doing. William is at the beach. Harry is changing the world, and William's at the beach. There's your global leader, everyone. There is your global leader. This is the person who went all the way to New York City to hang out in Central Park and get ignored, to go to the same firehouse that his brother visited, 10 years ago? This is the man who stalked the Secretary General of the United Nations. And do you guys remember the other day I showed you a picture of the Crown Prince of Liechtenstein and his wife? They were in that meeting at the United Nations, representing their nation. Where was William? William was over at the British consulate trying to lure people into that apartment. He was over at the British consulate trying to convince people, can you please come and meet with me? Yes, I smell like the Hudson Bay. Let me see. Suna Sorosis. Suna Sora. Okay. Thank you so much for the super sticker. And I'm so sorry I butchered your name. Let's see. Can you do that phonetically for me? I'm so sorry. I want to get that right. But thank you so much for the super sticker. And thank you for watching tonight. Wearing a button down. He just can't get it right, can he? You go in the woods looking like you just left Williams Sonoma's, and now you go over here to the beach with your sleeves rolled up like some kind of two-bit politician. He could have stayed in the car. He could have stayed in the car. This is in Cornwall, I think. Sun also rises. You know what? I'm sitting up here talking all this stuff about William. This is why I couldn't make it to the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, well. I would say I have a pretty smile, but what's left of it? Well, it's a good thing I got a great personality. Ah, take a look at that hunk on the beach. Hubba, hubba, hubba. But wait a minute, you guys, you ain't heard the worst of it. You see that caption up in the upper right corner there? You see that? Do you see that caption? That caption says, watch the hilarious moment. William laughs off a woman shouting, "Can I have a kiss, William?" as he shows off his volleyball skills in Cornwall and suggests he's tempted to go for a surf. This woman, this woman, no doubt somebody they paid, so no doubt someone that was paid asked him for a kiss. Asked him for a kiss. Now, in a country where we're supposed to believe that his wife is fighting for her life, do you mean to tell me that things are so casual? I'm confused by that. What about the Renaissance what's her name? What about the Renaissance Jesus on the bench? Kate Middleton. What about her? Sitting there looking like a Renaissance painting of Jesus. Um, have we moved on? Have we moved on? You guys, I feel like I have just stepped into the looking glass. I have fallen down a rabbit hole. I have gone through the wardrobe. Am I dreaming or did this happen? I just, I make this make sense. Oh no. I got home after my daughter to see. Oh, Raffaella Bertoni. We're going to pray for them definitely. Is it one of those colds that go around? Because when you have a little one, they make everybody in the house get the sniffles. Everybody in the house is going to get the sniffles, especially if they're in like preschool or something. It just rotates. Oh, thank you for that, Lydia. Very nice. Yeah, well, that happened today. That happened. William went to the beach and played volleyball. um, um, can I have a kiss, William? Hey, William, can I have a kiss? He-yaw. Somebody asked him for a kiss, and his response is to look like a jackass. He-yaw. Is that how you respond to an offer of a kiss? He-yaw. But you guys, it gets better. Look at Charles, the commander in chief. Look at him surrounded by those big burly soldiers. Because Harry had those meetings with the what do you call it? The NATO chiefs. Because Harry had those meetings, look at old childbearing hips Windsor out there trying to look important. Look at him talking about the jam that they sell over at High Grove is better than the American Riviera Orchard. And, well, they only have one castle. I have 22. I mean, you know, what does one talk about? And then there's some kid, children can be kind of cruel. You know that, don't you? Why did that kid draw a picture of Charles and include childbearing hips? Huh? This child drew a picture of Charles and included a crown and childbearing hips. I told y'all kids are cruel. They make fun of you. They still bully me. And the kid almost looks like he's in shock. The kid looks like he's in shock because for some reason he probably didn't realize that Charles looks more animated than any cartoon. That's probably what's wrong with him. He got a close look at Charles' rubbery mug and just couldn't believe that he was a real person. Well, I tell you what, if he can't figure out what's going on with Charles, wait until he gets up and close and personal with this one. Yeah, talk about mean mugging. Yeah, poor kid. That kid is probably going to be in need of some counseling. Many a sleepless night has occurred to children who's gotten too close to Charles and Camilla. Yeah, better to see them at a distance. Better to glance from a distance than to get up close and personal. But I'm telling you, this kid is gifted because he did remember to include those childbearing hips. Look at his face. He's like, oh, oh, mommy, oh. Why is he all backed up into his mother like that? I'm telling you, this kid wants to run. He wants no part of this. There's Charles looming over him like a nightmare, like the stuff of nightmares. Well, I tell you what, if I was that kid, I would call for some help. I would. I would call for some help.
Police! 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 Help! Police! Help! Police! Help! Help! Police! Help!
Yeah, if I was him, I would probably call for some help. Only to find out that you couldn't arrest him if you wanted to.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Connor, would you like to meet the king? Connor, would you like to meet the king?
Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah, ain't nobody got time for that. But seriously though, that's a lot of face, ain't it? That is a lot of face. I would panic. Some old people are scary. I mean, no offense to old people, but some old people are scary. I mean, when I was his age, I had a couple of aunts that I was terrified of. They scared me. Did that scare you? You know what I'm saying? If I was a kid, I would have been terrified. Something like that just doesn't make sense. Anyway, you guys, I am done for tonight. Thank you so much for joining us on Royal Sussex. 77 slides. That's right, 77 slides. I know that is horrifying. It just doesn't make any sense. Well, you know what? What I'm sad about is the fact that his hands are covering up the hands, because I'm wondering if he made Charles' hands anatomically correct. I mean, to do it, all you have to do is draw some catcher's mitts. Yep. All you got to do is draw some catcher's mitts. But yeah, this kid, I'm telling you, he had me with the childbearing hips. So, you guys, I'm going to take a look on Twitter to see if there's anything about our faves. So far, I don't think so. My girl is home. Welcome home, Megan Marco. Aloha Amumbo Cabo. You guys, there's a little bit of a party on Twitter right now. People are posting a lot of stuff. People are just discovering archetypes because it just made Amazon's best podcast of the week. Wow. Archetypes just made best podcast of the week. And that's on Amazon. Yeah, so far, you guys, I don't see anything. I'm taking a look through the Twitter to see if there's any updates for our faves. Oh, you know what? I am going to play this soundbite for you guys. There's her name is I am Queen Auntie. Yeah, I am Queen Auntie on TikTok. But I'm gonna play it for you. So, by the way, you guys, I am done. So if you need to get your sleep on or start your day, go ahead. I am done. I'm just gonna play around a little bit before I say goodnight. I'm just gonna check out the I'm checking out the Twitter to see if there's any updates about our faves. Mm-mm. Okay. Oh, maybe because I didn't bookmark it. Okay, now maybe it's there.
Do you know what I love about love? It isn't just a feeling, it's a force that meets us. It's a force that meets us exactly where we are. It is patient, waiting for us to embrace it fully and celebrating every part of who we are. Love is like that old friend that's always there, excited to see you, but even more thrilled when you recognize its presence. It's in the small gestures, the gentle touch, the warm embrace, the kind words. Love reminds us of our past, embraces our present, and gives us hope for the future. It's this ever present energy that fills our lives with beauty and grace. Love has this incredible power to create wonderful things. It inspires creativity, fuels passion, and fosters connection. It is the driving force behind dreams and gives us the courage to hope and try. And what I also love about love is in a world full of noise and chaos, it drowns out the lies and exposes the truth. What I love most about love is that love always wins. So please share, like, and share.
So, what you can't see, I'm so sorry. I didn't know what she was going to say, but one of the squaddies shared it on Twitter. But she has a whole bunch of pictures of Harry and Meghan. And when she said love is creative, she actually showed the American Riviera Orchard on Instagram. So everything that she said, she was speaking about these Sussexes and showing their love for each other and the impact that it has on their lives. So, yeah. Anyway, sorry I couldn't show you the pictures from that. Only an acre? You mean to tell me you didn't get the full 40 acres and a mule? Only an acre says on behalf, on behalf, uh, let me see. Oh, yeah. I have almost soiled. Behave. Okay. Oh, behave. I have almost soiled myself with laughter. Well, thank you so much for being here. And I'm glad that you're having a good time. Thanks for watching Royal Sussex, and happy Friday to you. Greatly appreciate it. Yeah, I had fun tonight. I had fun tonight. Okay. I am still looking. Okay. So I think we're good. Um oh, the Sun had the cover Diana's family is back, talking about the Spencers at the St. Paul's service. I'm starting to think that they were kind of put off by the fact that the Spencer family showed up and they did not. No wonder they were on television saying everything they can to try to make it seem like Harry did something wrong by inviting them to come. Oh, he can't just come at the last minute and expect to see the king. And one of the people that said that, the other person on the show said, "You mean his father? He can't expect to just drop in and see his father?" Yeah, one guy said, "He can't expect to just drop in and see the king." But the king is somebody's father. Okay. Oh, let me see. Oh, this was 8 hours ago, was it? Oh, okay. Karen Spencer. I don't think I've ever seen her before. Okay. Oh, they sent me I guess these are all Charles Spencer's kids. Let me see. Harry's cousin George Mc McCorkadale, Harry's uncle Charles Spencer, as well as his wife and his children, Lady Karen Spencer, Laura Spencer, and Louis Spencer. Okay, we're there to support. Spencers have always supported Harry. Oh, so I didn't know that many of them were there. So that's George, Charles, Karen, Laura, and Louis. Very cool. Yeah. And of course, those are the ones we know about. That is very cool. You know what? That is so bad that nobody else in the Windsor family could show up, that nobody wanted to come. Wow. Guys, this does nothing but make Charles look bad. This makes Charles look bad. And I'm mature enough to know that Charles really doesn't care, but this makes him look bad. This is the worst thing since that fuss they were making about the Queen's name. It really is. This is all kind of stupid. Oh, po chair. Okay. Ugh, I'm up. That is really bad, though. That is really bad. It just makes it is so tacky. That is very tacky. That is very tacky. Wow. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna take one more little sweep through to see if there's anything for the Sussexes. And then after that, I am gonna bid you all a good night. Hmm. Nope, nothing. So they said tomorrow night. What time is it in Nigeria right now? Oh, Eugenie's in Portugal. Okay. Okay. And we already know Beatrice wouldn't come. Beatrice is very obedient. Okay, I'm going to go to my world clock and I'm going to put in Nigeria. Oh, it's 6:02 a.m. So it's already okay. So it's 6:02 a.m. 6 in the morning there. Well, that's the same time as London, right? That's the same time zone as London. London is 6 a.m. Okay. Hey, Elaine Parker, what time does your bladder have? I trust I trust Elaine Parker's bladder more than I trust my cell phone. Oh, thank you, Connie Balmer. Okay. Well, that's not bad. I thought it was going to be some kind of wacky time difference, but it's really not. So, you all, um, who knows where they're connecting or whatever. I mean, we know that the tabloids have been trying to speculate about their travel plans, but who knows? Who knows? Oh, okay, that's helpful. Nigeria and London, same time zone. Okay. All right. So they said tomorrow night, Friday night. So if it's 6 a.m. now, night would be like what after 6 p.m., 7 p.m. Um, okay. Well, we just have to be patient. But who knows? We might see them sooner. They said arrive. Wait, let me go look at my itinerary again. I'm going to go back up and look at the itinerary. Good night, you all. I am done. I'm just sitting here putzing around a little bit. Arrival in Nigeria. It doesn't say what time, but it does say Friday, but it doesn't say what time. I wonder who said it was going to be at night. Oh, Lizzie 34, thank you. Thank you so much for being here. And the sun also rises. How do you say that in Spanish? Is it El Sol, Sali, something like that? The sun also rises? Oh, okay. Well, you guys sleep well. You're going to wake up and there's going to be beautiful images of the Sussexes all over. And Yeah, and it's going to be great. It is going to be great. I wonder if Doria's going. I wonder if the children are going. I don't know. I kind of want the children to just stay home. I don't ever want them to go anywhere until they're out of college. I don't want those kids going anywhere till they're out of college. You guys, there's a viral, not a viral, what am I saying? There's a conspiracy theory, conspiracy video that says Harry was adjusting his Netflix microphone when he was walking next to William in the Queen's funeral march. I was like, really? Really? A Netflix, not just a microphone, but his Netflix microphone. And I thought about it. I'm just like, what kind of harebrained, what kind of stupid individual would think of something like that? Don't you call me stupid. I'm not stupid. You're stupid. I know what you have an agenda. You want to try to convince me that I'm stupid. You're stupid. Megan is paying you. Megan put a camera in Archie's juice box. There's a microphone in in Lily's nappies. Oh, but I mean, but seriously though, you know that's one of her things. Ever she's so paranoid. She everything she looks at, she thinks is a what do you call it? A Netflix camera or a Netflix microphone. She can't stop thinking about Netflix. Oh, I forgot to watch that last Royal Duchess video. I'm gonna do that when I'm done. I'm gonna watch that. I totally forgot to watch it. That is gonna be my project. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna go. I'm so excited. I won't stop looking. I just keep looking and hoping, and you know how when we get to the end, it's always something. But not yet. Just have to be patient. It's coming. Oh wow, Harry looks so happy with the Scotty's little soldiers. I love that. You know, the last time I saw somebody look that happy, Nana Akua was walking home from the supermarket and saw an old wig washed up in the sewer drain and got so excited she nearly dropped her groceries picking it up so she could take it home and brush it out and wear it. What do you think she pays for those things? Everybody knows Nana's wigs look like something that blew off of somebody's head. When it's monsoon season, that's when Nana finds some of her best wigs is during monsoons. That is so bad, you guys. That is so bad. See, I should have said goodnight already. Okay, Lizzie says the sun also rises. El sol también sale. El sol también sale. Oh, okay. Thank you so much for that. Oh, you're tired of looking at her necks? Are those necks getting to you? Okay, let's put something a little more pleasant up there, shall we? There we go. Okay. All right. I'm still looking. All right. I'm done. I'm done. I'm just so excited. I just keep looking and hoping that something's going to pop up, but not yet. We just have to be patient. And when we wake up, there's going to be plenty stuff. Oh, I just realized it's a work night. Some of y'all got to work tomorrow. Let me get off of this thing. Nothing yet, huh? Okay, just calm down. It will be when it's there, it's there. Just relax, get some sleep, wake up, and enjoy the Sussexes. Wow, a deranger attended the IG service and filmed some of our people, it says. So, one of the squaddies said, I can't imagine wasting time doing this for someone I hate. So, what was the point? What did they accomplish? They say that they were doing that. You know, they will lie. The derangers will lie about stuff that is so obviously a lie. Just to try to get under your skin. So I don't believe anything they say. Huh. Okay. All right, you guys, 1,319 people. Good night. Well, we've already had our last word. You know, the one about sometimes you have to play a fool, a fool, a fool, a fool. So we're done with that. And as for our queens, well, there's one there, and there's another, and but our main queens are, of course, Diana and Doria. Okay. And of course, thank you to the Mod Squad for keeping this a safe space. I'm going to say goodnight. Oh, let me go. Yeah, it's about to turn into a 3-hour. Have you noticed I haven't had any of those 3-hour Royal Sussexes in a while? And we ain't going to start tonight either. Maybe tomorrow night. We'll save those for when something really cool happens. Oh, Lisette Zog says, Baron doing the latrine. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much, Lisette. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, I'm dragging it out because I'm just hoping that it'd be something exciting like, oh, some pictures. But nah, it's okay. I'm patient. I can wait. I can wait. Oh, wow. Okay. Right. I'm just sitting up here reading stuff. You all still here. All right. I'm going to go. I'm going to go. Okay, you guys, let me stop because there's not going to be anything to share for hours. So I could be getting my rest. You all could be resting and everything. Um, I am excited. I am so excited. I'm so excited and I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control and I think I want to. I want to. All right. Let me see. All right. Good night, you all. Go now. I'm done. I'm done. That's right, Faith. Faithu. I am done. Really? Okay. See there? We're in sync. Okay, y'all. I'm just scrolling through, wishing and hoping against hope that I'll find something, but it's going to be hours before they post anything. So we all might as well just get our rest on and when we wake up tomorrow, we'll see Harry and Meghan. Oh, special edition Deranger News, too hilarious not to share. One Deranger says, in my opinion, the glowing press coverage for Harry is not good for William and Catherine. I feel like they're setting the Prince and Princess of Wales up for a life as the bad guys for not accepting Harry back. Because if you were to look at coverage today, he looks like, and then you have to open it up to see more. And then the next person says, sure, watch what happens at Princess Catherine's first public event. Oh, that's so sad. And then the first person who was talking on the thread said, that won't be for some time. They can't really rely solely on Catherine. That's not going to work. And then further down, someone else said, they're not a bloody carnival act. You know, the king and queen and William and Catherine are all incredibly popular. You are starting to sound like a Scotty here. Ooh, ooh. Somebody did a screenshot of this conversation. Wow. Oh, you know what? Remember I said that you couldn't see the rest of it? Somebody opened it up so you could see the entire comment. They said, I feel like they're setting up Prince and Princess of Wales for a life as the bad guys for not accepting Harry back, because if you were to look at the coverage today, he looks like an angel who's done nothing wrong and deserves nothing but praise. William and Catherine better step up and fight this, and fight the king if need be, to put Harry in his place. How old is this person? 12? How old is this person? I wonder if this is the one who said um, that. Remember, they had that thing about um, Princess Anne going to Montecito to put Harry and Meghan in their place. Hmm. Wow. Poor derangers. That's really sad. Somebody else says the last 2 days have been hard for royalists. Instead of Prince Harry being booed, they had to watch global praise, the Spencers plus the royal, I'm sorry, plus the Sussex royal walkabout, central London amongst cheering crowds in front of the whole royal rota. It was too much. Looking forward to Nigeria. So, okay. This is from a Deranger account. You ready? If I could have a therapy session along with all my royalist friends, like we really need it. We have so many things in common, and one thing we haven't lost yet, but we might, uh, is our sanity. And then someone else says the past 2 days have been rough, and they got the emoji with the tear running down. And the person who spoke before said, we need to hang in here a little bit more. Huh. You guys, they really are not taking it well, are they? They are not taking it well. Could you imagine if Megan just like surprised and showed up, all of the screaming and stuff that would have been going on? Yeah. Yeah, some of the squatties have been doing some screenshots from the derangers. Well, I rarely ever look at the derangers, but on occasion, wait a minute, is this Nicki Minaj 2015? Love this Nicki Minaj post from 2015. Louis Spencer was handsome back then as well as now. Like Megan, he has a degree in theater. So happy he supported his cousin Harry at the Invictus 10th anniversary. Wow, there's a picture of him with Nicki Minaj. Wow, that was a surprise. Wow. Okay. So this one squatty has posted, it's bad. Wait, am I following her? Yeah. She said, it's bad when even the Australian press calls Chucky petty. Um, so news.com Australia, Charles Petty, Prince Harry move reveal. Um, Showbiz cheat sheet says King Charles Petty over Prince Harry's UK visit. Sky News Australia says King Charles snubbing of Prince Harry on UK visit speaks volumes. And the Express Tribune says King Charles risks being labeled petty after Prince Harry's latest snub. I'm sorry, but I just don't think of it as being a snub. I just think of it as Charles. Newsweek says King Charles risked appearing petty about Prince Harry. New York Magazine says King Charles snubbed Prince Harry twice in one day. And then this last one says Charles Petty Prince. Okay, that's a repeat of the first one. Okay. That's interesting. I don't look at these threads that often. Interesting. Well, I tell you what, the Spencer family is looking quite heroic. Um, in my eyes, of course, they're looking quite heroic. Ooh, you want to know who is? Let me see what Christopher Bosey has to say. He always has some doozies. I don't think he has anything about that. He didn't mention Harry. Okay. All right, you guys. I am done. It's been fun. And oh boy, and it's going on 3 hours. Yeah, there's nothing here. You all still there? Oh, that's cute. Somebody edited a picture of Megan, where she has the has that tan, was that leather or whatever that dress was that had the splits at the bottom? Well, they made the bottom part of it green. In honor of the Duke and Duchess trip to Nigeria, here's a cool edit I did of Her Royal Highness Duchess of Sussex in Nigeria, colors and such. Oh, cute. Okay, you guys, I'm going to go. Make sure you pray for everyone who suffered a loss. And also wish a happy birthday to, I forgot who. And also pray for everyone who's overcoming illness right now. And last but not least, let's make sure we pray for our faves, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. This is a big trip. Oh no, that's not it. I was looking for that Sussex prayer. Oh well, I'll put it up for tomorrow. Wow, but some of the squatties went to Nigeria. Some of them got on a plane and went on down there. Must be nice. Tyler Perry says, faith in God means understanding that there may not be a path until you look back and realize that He gave you all you needed to create one. That's deep. So, faith is when you realize that you have everything that you need to create a path for yourself. I love that. Okay. All right, we're down to 1169. Oh, good night. Good night, Connie Bomber. Oh yeah, for sure. She's gonna wear something from a Nigerian designer. Didn't we almost have it all? Harry and Meghan in Nigeria. Could you guys hear that? Probably not. Oh, Dr. Dread. Now that's interesting. That is interesting. Well, if that does happen, you know what? Then that means that they won't be bothering our faves because we're going to get our news one way or the other. And maybe if they got that to be preoccupied with, maybe they'll leave Harry and Meghan alone. So that wouldn't be such a bad idea. I could live with it. Yeah, because you know what? Um, even though I'm shady enough to say that I wouldn't mind rubbing it in their faces, Harry and Meghan's success. But I also don't want to make it about reacting to what we think they will react to. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to make it about that. I want to just strip it down to the bare necessity. This is about the athletes first, right? It is about the athletes. And if there's any petty joy that we get out of it, then so much the better. But it is about the athletes. I think it would be doing a disservice to Harry and Meghan to pretend otherwise. But first and foremost, show up and do good, right? That is what they say on their website. Show up and do good. So that's where the focus should be. And if Kate emerges from wherever, I'd be very happy for her children if that happens. I'm going to take the high road and say I would be very happy for her children, because I hope those children will have some semblance of a normal life, whatever normal is. Yeah, Connie Bomber, I hope they're not down there either. I just want this trip to be a successful uh, work and discovery thing for them. They're going there to learn. They're going there to share, and whatever else is the purpose of it. Um, that's what I'm hoping for. I know I can be really petty, but um, you know, to be fair to the Sussexes, they got business to take care of, so I want that to go well. Yeah, that's it. I just want their work to go well. There's a lot of people watching them, right? And let me see. And I was like so tired of hearing, will they meet? Won't they meet? I wish that would stop. Oh my God, I wish that would stop. They use that as a means for clicks, to make money. And they also use it as a weapon against Harry. So to the royalists, it doesn't seem as though Charles is the bad guy, but to most of the world, it just makes Charles look petty, because people are just saying, "Oh, your son can't drop in." And so Dickie Arbiter the other day, he's like, "Well, I'm a parent, you're a parent, and when you're a parent and your child is bad mouth you," whatever he said. Um, but anybody that's got good sense, which is most of the world, they know something happened. And there's a lot of people, I would say most people know, especially here in the US, okay, we know racism when we see it. Okay? We know racism I don't care what your background is, we know racism when we see it. And even if we don't do something about it, we do know it when we see it, and we will identify it. Some people just look the other way, but they know it when they see it. And because of that, there's a lot of people that if you call them racist, that they have a meltdown. They go into a panic, because over here, you will get canceled. You will lose your job. You will never be the same again. Whereas over in the UK, it doesn't seem to be that severe of a repercussion. But here, every so often, some people get lucky and they sue the person or the institution that accused them of being racist. But for the most part, um, you know, you do better just to straighten up and fly right. Oh, Duchess of Success and just tweeted, "Are they there yet?" See, I'm not the only one sitting up here looking. I bet you there's a lot of people that's been up all night trying to figure out whether or not there's anything out there yet. See, I'm not the only one. You can tell me I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. And the world will be as one, like brothers and sisters. We're gonna be as one, walking hand in hand. Love Wins Movement in the house. Okay, Love Wins Movement. Let me get you caught up. I'm sitting up here with my mouth hanging open, my head tilted back, and I'm just scrolling through, hoping and hoping and hoping that I can find some vision of Harry and Meghan. Oh, this is cute. People are uh, tweeting some of the funniest videos celebrating, and they haven't even stepped off the plane yet. Per copyright, I cannot play this one for you, but it's cute. I'm going to retweet it. Hmm. Okay. All right, you guys. Let me see. Connie says, Baron, you have to sleep a little and wake up 1 p.m. Nigerian time to hear anything. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. Oh, so Dr. Nagazi Akanjo and Megan, they're going to host a women's business leadership event. That's what they're doing. Okay. Oh my goodness, I can't wait for it. I cannot wait. Okay. Taking Connie's advice, I'm going to say goodnight. Sun also rises. Yeah. I'm okay if I don't look at my phone, but if I look at my phone, that's going to break my rest. Yeah. Okay. At this point, I'm just scrolling back and forth. There's nothing to see here, folks. So I'm going to say good night. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. Boom, 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 boom. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. Good night, sweetheart. Good night. Okay, let me just take one more look. I'm just going to take one more look. Okay, nothing. Do you remember? Dun, 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 September. Oh, a croissant. I love croissants. I love a croissant. Rosalie, it's morning. Okay. Well, technically, it's morning here too. Okay. Okay. So for the last time, I'm going to say goodnight. I'm going to cue the Ginger Avenger. I am not coming back after that. I promise. It's been 3 hours and 8 minutes, and I promised myself I was not going to go over 3 hours tonight. I don't know why I keep looking at that picture of that girl trying to figure out whether or not if she was able to flip that cookie in her mouth. I mean, once you see it, you can't unsee it. You know what I mean? Mm. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, it's time. All right, good night, you guys. Love you. See you next time. And where is it? Okay, good night. Y'all, Sussexes are in Nigeria. Now, I see them walking off. Well, there's some photos of them walking off the plane. Yes, the Eagles have landed. The Eagles have landed. Yes. Let me see what I got here. Harry and Meghan arrive in Nigeria for tour after whistle stop in UK visit as royal couple. Okay. Yeah, it's just some pictures of them walking off the airplane. Actually, it's a picture. Somebody snapped a picture. Looks like instead of going through the jet bridge, they are walking down to a vehicle. It's a dark, grainy photo. But yeah, they have just landed. They have just landed. All right. So they're there. They're safe. Yeah. Yeah, I'll grab the photo. I'll grab it. Give me just a second. Well, truth is, it's very dark. It's not much to look at, but I'll show you. Looks like somebody at the airport took advantage. That's what it is. Somebody at the airport took advantage of things. I mean, well, hell, the Daily Mail did post a flight itinerary for every aircraft ever constructed. So of course somebody would get the photo. Okay, so this will probably be it for the night, and I'm pretty sure that they are going to go and freshen up everything before they actually. I don't think they're supposed. Are they supposed to do anything today? I mean, well, hell, they probably slept on the plane, but how could you sleep because that's their waking hours, right? Okay, ready? Number one. Um, I told you it was very dark and grainy. And number two, wait, where's number two? There you go. That's number two. So, um, of course, these are PAP photos, but seeing that this is such a big occasion, I'll overlook it. But yes, they have landed. I mean, these are so fresh. Nobody's posted them on Twitter yet. I'm not going to post it though. I'll just share with you all. So it's still dark in the southern hemisphere. That's south of the equator. So I guess it's wintertime there, right? So thoughts? Anyone? Thoughts? Yes, Myra V. Oh no. Okay. Okay, good night. Good night. Love you guys. Yeah, and I'm done with um what's that Ginger Avenger. So I'm going to take this off the screen. I'm going to say good night. Love you guys. See you tomorrow. Tomorrow. I love your tomorrow. You're only a day away.